Welcome back to the channel. So here is the Tudor Black Bay 58. I've had it on the wrist for a few weeks now. I just want to do my review, get it out of the way real quick. So this is a beautiful watch. I really love it for many reasons. I think one of the biggest reasons I love it is it just reminds me of my older 14060 sub that I had. It's just build quality, sizing, just, you know, the way it's, I mean, everything about it, just the way they chamfer the lugs there, it's just, it's Rolex. To me, it's Rolex. So definitely, you know, my opinion, right up there with them. And these are desirable, hard to come by. You're not gonna pay less than retail for them. Let me get the dimensions out of the way. So 39 millimeters from side to side. We're at 47 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip. Our thickness is 11.9 millimeters, okay? Nice size crown. No, if you look at that crown tube, it's not colored, which is good, I like that. The crown and the bezel matches, okay? Very nice brushwork, beautiful brushwork. You guys see that? Hopefully the camera's picking that up. Yep, beautiful brushwork. And then beautiful polished chamfer there at the top of the lugs, and then polish on the sides, polished flanks. And it's just a solid flank, slab side, pretty much. But this wears so much better than the 41 millimeter version. I mean, so much better, because that's thick, super thick. This is 11.9 millimeters thick, 20 mil lugs. So it just wears on my 7 1/4 wrist. It just wears like a dream. Perfect sizing. Just fits perfect. 120 click, or no, 60 click bezel. And it's very nice. Probably one of the best bezels out there. Maybe not as good as a Submariner, but in my opinion, it's better than all the rest. You can take all the other brands out there. I think this is better. This has got like the best feeling bezel out of all of them. Dome sapphire crystal. It's got that riveted bracelet. And, you know, at first I was like, man, I'm not gonna like it. But I do like it. It's grown on me and it doesn't bother me anymore. In fact, it's like it's not even there. So, and it's a very nice bracelet. It's 20 mil and tapers down to, I believe, about 16. But very nice vintage feel on the wrist. It's nice. Fold over clasp. Polished all on the inside. They use little ball bearings there, ball detents, ceramic ball detents, so very good action. Screwed in links. You got some micro adjustments. No dive extension. This, you know, let's not kid ourselves. This really isn't a diver. I mean, we're not going to go diving with it. You can. It's 200 meters, but something like this is going to be desk diving mostly. You've got that red triangle up at the top at the 12 o'clock pip. You have that gilt bezel and dial. You have texture on that dial. You see the dial there? It's picking it up pretty well in the lighting there. So applied markers, beautiful snowflake hands. I love these snowflake hands. A lot of people hate them. I love them. 200 meters, 660 feet, chronometer, officially certified. Swiss made down there at the 6 o'clock. Totally uncluttered dial, no date. I've heard talks about how, oh yeah, predictions of, you know, 2020 Tudor, they're going to put a date on the Black Bay. They shouldn't. They really shouldn't. They should come out with different colors, use the same size case, put a GMT in it, change the bracelet possibly to a regular bracelet, but I don't think they'll do that. But that's what they should do, not put a date. You know, if you want a date, get a Tudor Pelagos or, you know, or they should come out with the Tudor Submariner again. That would be a great release. But this thing's, in my opinion, just badass. This is a great watch. There's the Caseback. Pretty sterile, nothing too crazy. I had the strap off. I had a Vanguard rubber strap, which I still have, and I will probably put on later. But for this video, I want to put this on here. This is very comfortable though. The bracelet's nice. I like it. And it is sizing, or taking this bracelet off is kind of a pain in the ass unless you have the right, you know, tool. So be aware of that. The lume, do a lume shot. And it is running the 70-hour 5402, MT 5402 Tudor movement, and in-house, pretty much like a, Rolex 3135. If you look at it, it looks pretty close to the same thing. It just, doesn't look as decorated. But there's your lume. Very nice lume. Bright, lasts all night, evenly applied. I like that at the 12 o'clock, you got that big lume plot there. The Rolex is smaller, but I like that. And it gives it that vintage, that vintage look, vintage feel. But that's nice. I like that. Looks good. So, do I think this is a keeper? Yes, I really do. I think the Tudor Black Bay 58 is a keeper. I think it's a great watch. I think it's going to go up in value since they're limiting production so much, and they're doing pretty much what Rolex is doing with their models. This thing is going to just continue to, I believe, go up in value. I think this is a good one to keep, good one to hang on to, and it kind of fits my role right now as a Submariner, a Rolex Submariner. It does. I like the old 5-digit subs anyway, so this is more in line with that. I know it doesn't have crown guards, but it's more in line with that in my opinion, especially the way it wears. It just fits really good on the wrist. So, I mean, I really can't complain. And to have to spend an extra $4,000 on top of this just to get a Submariner, I think I'll wait a little while longer. We'll see how things play out. But I think this one, if they discontinued or something, it's going to go up in value even more. I mean, you can't buy them for less than retail, and retail's like around 36, 37, I think, right around there. So you can't find them for less than that. You get the Tudor Black Bay 41. Sometimes you can get lucky, get them for a couple thousand, $2,500, right around there, depending on condition. But they're just big. They're too big, and that's what I didn't like about them. I owned a couple, and I kind of try to not let the size bother me. But when you're staring at that how thick it is on your wrist, I mean, it's just too big. This is proportioned correctly. And I think it's great that they came out with this model. So, and what was it? I think it was 2018 when they came out with this model. And I wanted it right away, but I couldn't get my hands on it. They're, out of stock. And I kept thinking to myself, I'll just wait until I can get it. I won't have to pay retail price. But look, I paid retail, so. But, and this is 2 years later. So anyway, there you have it, guys. This is the Tudor Black Bay 58. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Goodbye.